Good morning, everyone. Amazon. Flash briefing.
Jamie, here's the latest from your flash briefing. In NPR News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Dave
From
Mattingly.
NPR News.
More than 5,000
Pre-recorded
people are
live.
confirmed dead in southeastern Turkey and northern Syria following yesterday's powerful earthquake. Officials say search and rescue efforts are being slowed by wintry weather and ongoing aftershocks. Many countries are sending aid, including the U.S. NPR's Aya Batrawi visited a warehouse in Dubai, where Turkish volunteers are collecting blankets and other relief supplies.
In a dusty industrial neighborhood of Dubai, Turkish volunteers have transformed a warehouse into a collection point for diapers, winter clothes, sanitary products, and much more. Turkey's Consul General Ilker Kilic in Dubai says it's part of a global effort.
We are collecting aid in kind along with other embassies and consulates of the Republic of Turkey around the world.
Fatma Emram is the president of the Turkish Business Council in Dubai. She lists some of the items already collected by volunteers here.
Actually, it is for the kids, like covers, duvets.
Efforts like this are critical in the race against time to help the tens of thousands now homeless and facing frigid temperatures. Aya Batrawi, NPR News, Dubai.
The U.S. economy, raising the nation's debt ceiling, and police reforms are expected to be among the issues highlighted by President Biden in tonight's State of the Union
Shut it
address.
down.
Democratic Congressman
raise
Steve
your
Horsford
debt.
of
No.
Nevada
You
chairs the
increasing your
Congressional
debt.
Black
That's what
Caucus.
you're doing.
He invited the mother and stepfather of Tyree
Tell it
Nichols
like it
to
is.
attend the president's address.
Accountability
But that's boring.
is about making sure that law enforcement is held accountable. Every other workplace has accountability. We're not asking for more of this profession.
Want accountability
than we expect
in the
of any other.
government?
Nichols was the black
Jeez,
motorist
you're
who
gonna have to
died
weed
in
out a bunch of
Memphis
people before you
after a
get that.
traffic stop and arrest. Video released by police showed Nichols being tased and beaten. The officers involved were
They got
fired
fired.
and face murder charges.
Yeah, well, that's something.
Officials in Ohio say crews have successfully
they're
released
facing murder
chemicals from
charges.
5
Okay,
rail
so
cars at the
there's
site of a
accountability.
fiery freight train derailment. They say the move minimizes the potential threat of an explosion. NPR's Giles Snyder has more.
The Ohio Emergency Management Agency says the controlled release and subsequent incineration of the chemical went as planned, but that monitoring of the air and water will continue. The train derailed Friday night in East Palestine, Ohio, setting off a huge fire that forced the evacuation of hundreds of homes. By Sunday, there were increasing concerns that 5 cars could explode. They were carrying a highly flammable gas called vinyl chloride. During the venting operation, there was an initial explosion that sent black smoke into the air, but officials say that was expected and that the release of the chemical was successful. Giles Snyder, NPR News.
This is NPR News from Washington. Crews in Chile continue to battle forest fires amid hot, dry conditions. Those fires have burned close to 700,000 acres in the south-central area of the country. More than 20 deaths are blamed on the flames. Eugene, Oregon is the latest city in the U.S. to ban natural gas in new residential buildings. NPR's Jeff Brady says city officials cite
Banning
concerns
natural
about
gas.
climate change.
You better quit eating
Dozens
beans.
of U.S. cities have passed ordinances
Bad joke.
banning or restricting new natural gas hookups in buildings. Natural gas is mostly methane, which is a potent greenhouse gas when it leaks into the atmosphere. In supporting the ordinance, Eugene Mayor Lucy Venice reminded council members that many of them campaigned on addressing climate change.
When you consider that we will be building
plus,
housing, we have a
Eugene,
governor who is
you
pledged
can
to
grow
build
your own
36,000
marijuana
new
plants.
houses a year.
For
We
personal
do not
use.
want those houses with natural gas hookups, and we can lead the way in the city of Eugene to say this is how it's done.
The local gas utility, Northwest Natural, argued against a ban on new hookups, saying Oregon should rely on more than electricity to power homes. Jeff Brady, NPR News.
Boeing says it plans to eliminate about 2,000 jobs this year. The company says the positions are white-collar jobs in human resources and finance. The cuts were first announced by the Seattle Times. The U.S. trade deficit expanded in December. The Commerce Department says the trade gap widened by more than 10%, topping $67 billion. On Wall Street, the Dow was down 153 points. I'm Dave Mattingly, NPR News in Washington.
What's happening on NPR podcasts? More neighborhoods,
more identities, and more perspectives.
The more of the world that we hear,
Amazon. Skip.
In NASA news, NASA will provide live coverage of the launch and docking of a Roscosmos cargo spacecraft carrying about 3 tons of food, fuel, and supplies for the Expedition 68 crew aboard the International Space Station.
3 tons. That's all you get. 3 tons.
Media
of food.
accreditation is open for
Think you can
SpaceX's
survive on that?
27th
Is it gonna
commercial
go
resupply
moldy
mission
by
for
the time we
NASA
eat
to
it?
the International Space Station.
No,
Liftoff
it's gonna
of the
be powdered
SpaceX
food.
Dragon cargo
Oh, okay.
spacecraft on the Falcon 9 rocket is targeted for no earlier than
You got
Friday,
enough
March
water to
10th
hydrate it?
from Launch Complex
well,
39A at NASA's Kennedy
we'll get back
Space
to that
Center in
on that.
Florida. NASA is awarding $11.7 million to 8 historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, through the new Data Science Equity, Access and Priority in Research and Education, DEAP, opportunity. These awards will enable HBCU students and faculty to conduct innovative data science research that contributes to NASA's missions. NASA has selected Astratech Space Operations, LLC of Titusville, Florida, and Space Exploration Technologies Corporation,
other people do
SpaceX,
research
Hawthorne,
that contribute
California,
to the mission.
to provide commercial payload processing services for agency missions launching from multiple locations.
So do they get to know all the classified information?
La NASA
About the
han
mission?
nombrado al astronauta veterano Joe acaba jefe de la Oficina de Astronautas del Centro Espacial Johnson de la Agencia. Veterano condecorado de múltiples vuelos especiales, así como ex marina estadounidense y executor, acaba es la primera persona de ascendencia hispana seleccionada para dirigir la oficina. In weather.
In the
Right
weather.
now in Seattle,
Rain.
it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit with rain. Today's forecast has showers, with a high of 50 degrees and a low of 37 degrees. From NASA.
Okay, Amazon.
Now,
Off. Amazon. Tell us a joke. Better.
do you know what it was like living in the Stone Age?
What was it like living
It was
in the
really
Stone
hard.
Age? It was really hard living in the Stone Age? Well, yeah, everybody knows that. Jeez, how's that a joke? I guess because it relates to stones being hard. Okay. Have a good day.